So, well, since we're talking about coronavirus, I know one of the other big things we wanted to mention was the fact that the Valve Index, its production is still being affected by the coronavirus, and so
Mhm.
they have fewer units than planned. And I don't know if you had any other information. I know if we're talking about Valve Index, we also want to talk about the fact that Half-Life Alex has a release date of March 23rd now. But
Mhm.
do you have any other news to share from the Index side of things? I mean, I know
Yeah.
we got this big game coming out, and the headsets are just kind of running a little behind. Understandable.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't have any more specific information than what you were mentioning. I mean, I know that uh, Valve has still stated, despite the fact that there are production delays due to coronavirus, that
Mhm.
they expect to have headsets in stock back in stock before the release of Half-Life Alyx. So whether that's actually going to happen or not, who knows? I mean, the same thing with the Quest. I think since we recorded the last episode, it came in stock briefly and then was out of stock shortly after that again. And I think I believe it's out of stock now again. So I mean, I think all of these companies are doing what they can to try to produce them as quickly as possible.
Mhm.
It's just there's been a lot of demand, and they quite frankly just didn't have production up enough to make up for that demand. I wonder if part of the problem, and I don't have an economics background, I have no production knowledge of that sort. I do know that it's not super easy to kind of, always produce the amount of units that you necessarily will expect to sell. Because I mean, just because demand is really high now doesn't mean that demand is going to necessarily stay high.
Mhm.
And so it might be risky for these companies to, massively ramp up production, let's say, of these headsets now, and then ultimately have too many headsets being produced at some point when the demand shrinks again.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of this demand has been caused by games like Half-Life Alyx and the holidays and all of that, and whether these companies view this as sustained product demand to where they need to actually ramp up production,
Yeah.
or if it's just one of those things. No, let's keep production where it is. Let's let them trickle out. They'll just continue to sell out, and at some point, we expect demand to kind of equalize. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what these kind of decisions are. So
Well, I mean, yeah, I would
I'm
just
sure they want to sell as many headsets as they can, but
exactly, yeah, but
uh,
I would say that it's still relatively early in the product cycle for them. Like, I mean, they're not expecting to drop the Index 2 probably this year, maybe not even next year, right? According
yeah,
to looking at like that 3-year cycle.
yeah,
So, if they follow that 3-year life cycle, but
yep,
I would assume right now, just with the hype of the game, I'm sure they just want to have as many available for launch as possible to make sure that people can stream and post videos and play the game, and just kind of have, take advantage of the wave that's going to be happening around the release in March 23rd. So,
yeah. I mean, I think for really hardcore people out there that are just huge Valve fans, huge Half-Life fans,
mhm.
those are the people I think that are most interested in. I don't care what it costs. I'm getting an Index. Like, people on the market that haven't gotten into VR, I should say, or
Yeah.
people that are looking to upgrade.
Okay.
So for people that are looking to upgrade, or people that haven't, gotten into VR but are super excited about Half-Life, I'd say those are the people most likely to buy an Index right now.
Mhm.
Um, as for the Quest, I think interest in the Quest, I think, is just more general, and you'll have a crossover. You'll have people that are interested in games like Half-Life Alyx, but are interested in VR
Mhm.
in general, and know that they have enough knowledge to know that the Quest can connect to the PC. But then you have a lot of people that are just now learning about VR, getting excited about the fact that there are standalone headsets out there, and are trying to jump on the Quest. Like, I recently have had multiple friends try to buy Quests now.